Now back to cake or fake.
Please, you have to know. Do I not breathe? Do I not speak? Give me the knife. No. Oh my God, please.
Oh, sorry. You caught us during a lunch break. But just for the record, you're listening to the Indy 500 podcast, where each week we break down a different randomly selected album from Enemy Magazine's Top 500 Albums of All Time list. And also talk too much about football. In parentheses, see American football, not soccer. For a podcast about music in a magazine that originates in the UK. This emergency episode shall, of course, be no exception. Thanks for listening. Please leave us a review, a rating, or find us on TikTok to see what we're listening to or what concerts we're going to. Enjoy the show.
Okay, and then replace my voice here with the mic check drop.
1, 2, 2. Got to check 2. Okay.
Yeah, or maybe we don't. That was a pretty good impression. Anyway.
1, 2, 2, 2. Got to. Got to. Okay.
You didn't care what happened to Morrissey. I didn't care for the band you too. We would zigzag away through the portal game, occasionally doing episodes on Purple Rain, wondering which of the enemy is to blame. And listening, odds on the win.
So, something came across the Indy 500 news desk yesterday while we were busy hard at work putting together the off-delayed next episode, which is on the band Wild Beasts album Smother, which is number 244 on the Enemy Top 500 Albums of All Time list.
Yes,
And
there's Smother now looking down on me.
we're the album is smothering us with how many weeks we're listening to it before recording. But this news story that we saw hit so many bullseyes for the podcast. We just couldn't bear to let it wait another week, or God forbid even longer, if we somehow don't record for Smother this coming weekend. Anyways, this news story is coming via music news and review site called grimygoods.com. So on Saturday night, which was August 22nd, at the Just Like Heaven Festival, which is held in Pasadena, California, one Mr. Julian Casablancas of The Strokes, who you may remember were covered on this podcast, episode 33, for their album Is This It?, which is number 4 on the top 500 list. But Julian declared, quote, "I am a silly fucking goose tonight," and treated the festival to that kind of stroke set that they sometimes do, where in addition to songs, you also get a healthy side serving of like whatever is on Julian's mind.
Diarrhea of the brain kind of thing.
A bit, yeah. You may recall his famous Coachella set, which was a little political tinged, which this one sounds like it wasn't, but anyways. Topics that he talked about included how he feels LA is like his second home. And surely he's the first rich person from New York to feel that way, I'm sure.
Yeah, you don't get that very often,
No.
that. I mean, if it's opposite day at Camp Stupid, then no, not at all. But no, I guess that's pretty common, right? Summer in New York and then winter in LA kind of thing.
Yeah. He also thinks the Rose Bowl will close soon because no one wants to play there. I'm assuming as a musical venue, not a college football event.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
I'm sure UCLA plays their home games there, but they've been awful for a long time, so I don't know if that really helps.
Yeah. he also says that he has sung their song "Someday" probably 20,000 times, and that quote he feels like he's been fucking that one up lately. He says, "I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just making the sounds. I memorize the sounds." I believe that.
I mean, Eddie Vedder's made a late career out of it.
Yeah.
Silly fucking
You don't need to remember the words, just the syllables, and just let them flow.
Yeah, look at Yellow Ledbetter.
Yeah,
Arguably the most loved song, and there's no tangible words in there.
he also declared, perhaps pandering a little bit, but he also declared that the Just Like Heaven Festival is better than Coachella.
I don't get it. I mean, I've heard, like any festival, Coachella used to be cool, man.
Oh
now
yeah,
it's still
more than any other people are saying that about Coachella.
I mean, I remember hearing that about Bonnaroo too 15 years ago. So I guess it happens to all of them.
Yes. However, my Stephen A. Smith voice. However, that none of those are the comments that bring us here today. The comment that he made that brought us here today is a true Indy 500 podcast trifecta. I believe we have the actual audio, which we will drop in here.
Brett Favre of indie rock. Yeah, announcement. We're retiring tonight. To make it cooler when we play a show in like 2 years. I love the LCDs. Yeah, we should do a song next time. Whoops. Hindsight is 2020. You okay down there? Everything okay? Oh, they're flashing lights. Someone need help or something? Spread the crowd. Like, I've seen idols do that for the wall of death, but the wall of life, guys. Everything all right? Get in there, guys! Save them!
So,
Just jump the fuck
just to
in
drive
there!
things home here, in this
Oh,
one
they turned the lights off. I don't know.
portion of a rant, we have two different bands that we've covered on the podcast, a topic that I constantly talk about on the pod, and an NFL reference.
Is it the world theory? Worlds colliding?
Yeah, so, I mean, if there was ever Indy 500 bait in the news, I don't think we're ever going to find a bigger bite than what we have here.
Yeah.
And that's why I put up the bat signal and said that we need to...
It's kind of an amalgamation of all things Indy 500, really.
Yeah, it would be a crime for us not to stop everything and talk about this, which we basically did. We're taking both of our lunch breaks to do this.
Exactly. I'm writing notes for Thai food that I got to make tonight, and you're hollowed out in a secret underground bunker.
Yes, correct. Well, okay, so first off, I was not aware that Julian is a bona fide ball knower. Did you have any sense of that?
He strikes me as kind of like, God, I'm trying to remember the character's name now. Like the Jeremy London character in Dazed and Confused. Kind of like the, I'm too cool to be an athlete, but I could be an athlete type guy.
Oh, yeah.
Where like, he knows all this shit. He's probably at home watching all the games and, like, he could have done this, he could have done that. So he probably knows enough. And I suppose, too, like, even on a comedy level, he seems like a guy that appreciates a good bit. And there's nothing funnier than, like, the Jets, except if it's the Jets dealing with Brett Favre. So, like, as a New Yorker, I'm sure that, that enough is in his, ecosystem.
Yeah, and from my research, that seems to be the sense I got too. Like, he is either secretly or not so secretly a guy watching sports. He is pretty famously a Mets fan.
Okay. Yeah.
I think there's a track either on the newest or the one right before it called Ode to the Mets.
Oh shit! There you go.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't think it's possible for a person to, at this point, reference Brett Favre's kind of on again, off again retirement saga without at least being a moderate NFL fan for like a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Like
mean,
there's even an easier reference there where he could have
right.
said Tom Brady. He could have maybe even said Aaron Rodgers. You know,
Aaron
that would
Donald.
have
Yeah,
it would have
exactly.
been a little more relevant and maybe knowable by the public. But no, he went all the way back to Brett
Hell,
Favre.
even Gronkowski. Yeah.
So yeah, so two things popped up as I was looking at this. I forgot about this. I think we even made a comment about it on the pod, but just this year at Coachella, he did also make a reference to the NFL draft because I think it was like a day before or something like that, and
Yeah,
he
usually in
said
April. Right?
he asked them like, "Are you guys excited about the draft?" No, not the NFL draft, something like that. So again, that's something you're probably not paying attention to if you're just a very casual
Right.
NFL
I mean,
watcher.
again, like if you're a Jets fan, you live and die by the draft because goodness knows the rest of the season you have nothing else to look forward to, really.
Yeah, yeah,
So that probably
and
was kind of like his Christmas Eve for football.
yeah. And speaking of, the other thing that popped up was in 2018 in multiple interviews, he talked about being very angry that the Jets had drafted Sam Darnold over Josh Allen. So Sam Darnold went to the Jets and Josh Allen went to the Bills. Kind of famously, Sam Darnold washed out there, and then a lifetime later popped up as a Super Bowl winning quarterback for our Seahawks. Meanwhile, Josh Allen has just been very, very good. Not Super Bowl winning good, but very, very good over playing for the Bills.
Yeah, I mean, potentially Hall of Famer at this point, but like hasn't won the big one as they're wont to do in Buffalo.
Yeah, but Julian claimed that blunder caused him to want to quit watching sports, which is kind of an amazing statement for a Jets fan. Like, you could have picked any point.
Right. I mean, up until like the last 2 years, he was absolutely right about that being a terrible choice. But I don't know. There's also the multiverse out there where the Jets do get Josh Allen, and this tall, gangly kid from Wyoming is just as big a bust as Sam Darnold, was at the time because it's the
I
Jets.
think it's
They're gonna fuck
pretty.
up anything. Yeah.
I mean, even recent Sam Darnold happenings notwithstanding, I think it's pretty clear that the problem there was more the team than Sam.
it's Gotham. It's a problem with the water there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I really wonder if we could like somehow get in touch with Julian's people and be like, would you come on our pod if we promise to only talk football? Like we won't ask you anything about me.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, unless you want to do like the season preview episode with us, then we can do that.
Yeah. Well, we'll try. We'll see what happens.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, kids.
Yeah. And so the second part of that statement there is, I am apparently not the only person who still dwells on LCD sound system unretiring and how lame that is.
I'm curious. Like, obviously, they're both New Yorkers. Like, is this him just giving a friend a hard time in public, or like I wonder what their relationship is? Like if they even have one.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like this happening here is like the exact amount of shit that James Murphy and LCD should be getting over this.
Yeah.
They should not be off the hook. I think at least every other time they show up in public, somebody should make a joke like this.
Is this the last show? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not genuinely mean, but like the amount of mean that Julian was to them with these comments is like perfectly calibrated.
Ball busting, but not vindictive or anything. Yeah,
yeah, joking about they should retire so their next show will be more popular and calling him Brett Favre. Like that's perfect. And also, he capped it off saying that he still does love them. So,
okay, yeah,
they don't need to go away, but they should be brought they should be brought to task more often than they are.
I mean, he's right though. He really is a silly fucking goose.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently he was very much on one at this festival, and it was like just one of the shows where like half of it is going to be him talking to the crowd. But the same news article also said that the crowd was very into any time he did that. So you know, no harm, no harm here.
He's a good personality. You know, if anything, we probably wouldn't be able to do it on a podcast episode, but I'll have to see if I can track down the concert itself, and maybe we can just do a little MST 3K for it, or a watch along or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because we did get. I mean, I would imagine. I mean, there's always somebody with their phone on at these things. We might be able to patch together.
Is that a great segue?
I guess, yeah. So speaking of, I guess being at a show and occasionally using your phone, we.
What did you see over the weekend?
Yeah, we sadly only me, even though we planned for both of us, but only I and my son got out to see this weekend Engine de Poitrine, which we've talked about quite a bit on the show now.
Yes.
Very, very fun story that was confirmed at this. So they're playing the KEXP barbecue, which is it's if we have, would you say like Bumbershoot is our big festival?
Yeah, I'd say that's the full weekend one in Seattle. This is
like not. I wouldn't even say it's like a half Bumbershoot. This is a like 1/4 the power of
what was
Bumbershoot.
8 music acts on 2 stages. So like nothing crazy.
About. Yeah. And so like if you take Engine de Poitrine out of the equation, the headliner, and I mean the actual headliner, they didn't get replaced or anything, but the real headliner was Ty Segall, and then I'm even forgetting who was like second under him.
Arlo Parks.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
So, I mean, listeners, you may or may not know, but Engine de Poitrine, the French Canadian kind of math rock groove duo, they kind of exploded over the early part of the year because they were
KEXP.
Yeah, they were put up by KEXP, who recorded them at a European festival somewhere. It was called like the Trans Music Festival, even though note that it wasn't that kind of trans festival. It was just like the. Right. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, so that video of them goes like mega viral and nets them like a ton of fans. They're currently on a US tour, which is sold out everywhere
and
far in advance. Yeah. But this barbecue popped up, which is a very small event. People who are listening mostly probably aren't familiar with the layout of the Seattle Center.
Maybe 2 people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got Google Maps. You can go and look at the layout of the Seattle Center, and then go to the KEXP barbecue like map on their site, and you can see this is truly just like a corner of the like normal footprint that like a Bumbershoot would have. Like Bumbershoot takes over like our fountain and the big open space there, and maybe like one other stage on top of it. Yeah, it's a lot of space. But this was just like the corner that KEXP and the Vera Project take up.
Yeah.
And it was like one small stage,
one giant
at one end, and then a slightly bigger stage at the other end. And this band that's like very, very hot and like selling out pretty decent size, like medium sized places.
Yeah.
That, they could have, if they planned ahead, done much bigger, I'm sure. But
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
it seemed like a cool get for the station to do that for their party, and then at the same time, like a cool acknowledgement from the band to say like, hey, you guys kind of helped us get our breakthrough. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that gig.
Yeah, and one of the DJs who introduced them kind of confirmed what I had imagined had happened. But like before they blew up, like right after they did that recording, like the KEXP people who had recorded them and were at that festival, like went up to them right after that, and they were like, I think the people who go to the KEXP barbecue would be like really into this. So before that video was ever posted, they were already like asked and booked to play this barbecue.
They knew.
And obviously they were somewhere below the headliner. They probably got moved up after all that happened, but like, yeah, like, even on the day of, they're not like whatever contracts or whatever were put together, they were not headlining. They were like third from the top.
Yeah,
but they were obviously like the big draw.
They went on like 5:30 or something like that, right?
Yeah. It was, but it was really. I mean, I don't know what to say other than they're really good. Like, if you've seen video of them playing or like anywhere live, like they're extremely tight. They play very cool music.
Seems like beyond the music and the costumes, they just have like a good commanding stage presence where they're getting the crowd into it, doing the clapping and all the rhythmic, moving around and stuff. And
yeah, they've kind of perfected the show and like kind of the act of like, their thing is like they're pretending to be aliens or something like that. Like, and they, the small stuff they do to kind of communicate that and just like have fun on stage. Like, they've got it down. They sound great. I think we put up like a phone recording of mine. I was off to the side of the stage, so I wasn't getting like blasted by the speakers, but like, however it's balanced, like sounds great, even just on phone recording. And it sounded great the day of. I can't recommend enough. Go and see them.
Yeah, there was a comment on that video on TikTok. Somebody had said, without the costumes, nobody knows who they are. In terms of like the music, wouldn't get them over. And I don't know. I kind of blew a fuse in that sense of like, well, yeah. I mean, nobody would know who Guar is if they didn't have their costumes. Like, it's the package deal. I think it's, you're going to see.
It's questionable,
right?
They
it's
may
still
not.
Good music.
Yeah. And I mean, see, that's the thing. Like, it's the spectacle of it is kind of it gets you in the door, but like people wouldn't stay if it wasn't. There's plenty of bands and DJs and whoever who dress up and do weird stuff, but like the reason they went so big is because like they've got a real substance too.
They know how to command a stage,
and it all kind of comes together. Yeah.
They know how to use some looping pedals like nobody's business, it sounds like.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like, I mean,
returning the guitar bit, always cool.
Yeah. I mean, watching them and I think the first thing your eyes are usually drawn to is Kuhn's, if I have that right, KHN's kind of guitar and bass and looper mastery, which is insane.
Yeah.
But when I was there, when I was watching,
easy, and it's not.
Yeah. It's just it's a crazy skill on top of having crazy skill just playing.
Right.
It's really something else. But yeah, it's also when I was there and when I was looking back at my recording, like one of the things I noticed was Kleck, the drummer, keeps up, and also that his style kind of struck me as kind of Battles and John Stanier-esque.
Yep.
And I do wonder if that's just part and parcel of playing along with the loop, kind of like John is doing in Battles. Like maybe that's affecting the style the same way, because like something else is leading the tempo, and it's holding down the timing. Yeah.
That's a good thought, because again, like both guys are very skilled, and it's, you know, for two musicians, it sounds a hell of a lot bigger than it actually has business sounding because of, you know, the way they, you know, just inflict and layer and accent everything. So no, that's a thought. All right.
Yeah, I really hope either audio or video goes up from that. As you know, from
you'll be the second to know because I'll be the first.
Okay.
I may or may not have some alerts set on my phone for a certain band, you know, when full shows get posted, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't clock any like professional recording equipment. I think somebody very close to the front had like a nice camera and looked like they were grabbing video, but I don't know if they were. I don't think they were like officially grabbing the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah, I know. But I would definitely hope to see it. And yeah, no, like I said, you know, bummed I didn't get to go to this one. It sounded like super fun time. But you know, as we've shared many times, you know, we got families and sometimes we got to do stuff with them. And, you know, these guys are going to be back here in almost 3 months. So, you know, for 2 more shows, headlining shows.
And I'm sure after that as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Like they've got.
Yeah, I'm really excited and interested to see what their profile and sort of like what they're going to be doing next year.
Yeah, I mean, like another album.
I do get the sense. I was going to say I do get the sense that they are kind of they're taking it very much in stride what's happening. Like they're not they're not, you know, they're happy that everybody is coming to them for what they're serving up, but they're not like they're not like going out of their way to try and turn this into a bigger thing or like promote or do a lot of that. Like and they're not like interviewing or anything. They, you know, they show up where they show up. Like they were on Jules Holland, right? Like if they get invited somewhere and it ups the profile, like they're going to go there and they're going to do their thing. But yeah, from what I can tell, they're kind of like, you know, it's a very French Canadian artsy thing. Like, you know, they're going to do it. And if people keep coming, they're going to keep doing it. And if they don't, they're going to probably keep doing it anyway.
All I was thinking the other day, though, is like if there's ever a band right now that's ripe for like an animated music video anthology, Interstellar 555, heavy metal, that kind of thing, like them on some sort of sci-fi adventure with their music would be so much fun.
Yeah, I really do wonder what's next for
like,
all.
On Jean Deportine Saves Christmas.
Yeah, exactly, like that sort of thing. They're going to show up on like the Muppet Show or.
Oh man, if only.
Well, I think that was the week that was.
Well, I got to see a show too. You know.
Oh, you did?
I did. I went to Interpol the week before.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, got to jet down to San Francisco for a nice 36-hour vacation, and my wife's favorite band all time is Interpol. She even walked down the aisle to one of their songs. So, like, you know, always an important part of our lives. And their Northwest show was on the same date as her 30th high school reunion. Not to age ourselves too much terribly here. But it was kind of like, well, if we're going to miss him, how do we go see him? Oh, shit. San Francisco at the Warfield. And, like, teenage years collecting all the music video DVDs of like concerts and stuff. One of my favorite ones was always Slayer War at the Warfield. So it was always a video or always a place I wanted to check out, and yeah, I was not disappointed at all. Like if you took the intimate size or intimate feel of the showbox but put it with like the design of, you know, the Paramount or the Moore, that's the Warfield. You know, super nice, sound was incredible. You know, met a bunch of super nice folks there, you know, just shooting the shit about music and life in San Francisco. And the opener was super cool. Like a modern shoegaze-ish band from LA called Julie. And it was kind of one of those things where I'm looking at them like, they're really good, but fucking hell, they're half my age. And I looked it up, and like literally they are 20 and 21.
Oh yeah,
That's a
of course.
3-piece. And so it's just kind of like, good for you. You know, some of these bands did not get that start at that age, and here you are, touring around, opening for Interpol. The audience loved them. You know, super cute bass player, singer, and then, you know, turtle nerdy hipster kid as one would expect on a guitar with the big fuzz pedals. But no, good stuff.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that kind of reminds me. I saw a post. I think it was this morning where somebody was like quoting somebody else's that said it was a screenshot from Fellowship of the Ring, and somebody was like, imagine being able to see this in theaters, and the person quoted them as like, what are you talking about? Of course everybody saw this in theaters, like, and then like they think about it and realize like how long ago those came out, and
Right.
no, there are
fucking hell,
watching fans and adults now who did
Right.
not have the chance.
They came out
It's like,
26 years ago in theaters.
Jesus. Yeah, no, yeah. So these things are possible now.
Yep. Life comes at you pretty fast, as Mr.
Yeah.
Bueller once said.
Yeah.
Well, cheers, man. What a
Yeah.
lunch it's been. I guess I hope, you know, listeners out there, we haven't done a ton of content this summer, but we've just been having good times with our families doing the life thing. But, you know, I think as the weather turns back to our northwest weather, you'll probably see more content popping back up.
Yeah, everybody will want to stay in and
sleep
play
in,
Grand Theft Auto and
exactly.
well,
So, yeah,
we'll see what this we'll see what this Saturday serves us up, and maybe we'll have wild beasts for you. Maybe we won't.
We might,
But
or maybe
you'll have this.
Turn into a Magic the Gathering podcast. Maybe it'll turn into a GTA 6 preview podcast. Who knows?
God.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure you'll hear about these things.
I would imagine.
That's our lives. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, as always, thanks for listening. Brady, any last parting words?
Gosh. I mean, other than go see Angie and Poitrine if you can.
Yeah.
And go see Interpol if you can too, which I never have, but would have loved to do.
You never have?
No.
Wow.
I mean, which is, okay. I mean, it seems like something that should have happened, but like just did not.
We'll make it happen next time they're up here. Shannon's already. When can we see them again? Yeah. Where can we go?
Okay. Yeah. No, I would love that. They're one of my faves, and like everything I've seen of them live, like I was really into. So
yeah, no, they're dialed in. They're wonderful. But anyway, yes, hope you all had a wonderful summer. And if you're listening to this in the winter, hang in there. It gets better. But until then, talk to y'all soon.
Good night.